Hello friends, welcome to ProBench How to series. This video is a continuation to our previous video on how to create a new survey. In this video, I am going to cover the various frequently asked questions by our clients, and hopefully that would be helpful for some new members as well who is watching this video. So before we go ahead with the FAQs, I would just like to recap on what we have done in our last video of creating a new survey. What we did was we create a template called as diversity benchmark, which had the two questions under it. Next, based on this template, we have created a new survey called as diversity benchmark, and we assigned a template to this survey, and we have assigned this survey to a region that is 73-bit limited. So all the participants who are in this particular region would be able to see this survey. Now let's continue with our frequently asked questions, and I'll answer one by one. Can survey name be different from the template name? My answer to that is yes. There is no limitation or restriction on the name of the survey you can have, and it is no way related to the template name that you have given, because you can kind of use the same template uh, uh, every year. If there are no changes to the questionnaire or the methodology, and then the same template can be continued for every year, and you can kind of keep creating surveys like 2020 and then 2021 and 2022. So there is no connection between the name of the survey and the name of the template. Now, what if the survey is not associated with any region? So if a survey is not associated with any of the region, then the participants would never see this survey anywhere on their portal. So like to for this survey to be live, it is very necessary for this survey to be in one of the regions. Uh, so yeah, it is the most important thing that should be done. Is it mandatory to assign survey start and end date? So by default, it is not mandatory to assign. You can kind of choose to keep both this field as blank. But normally, if there is a need where the survey has to go live on a particular date and go offline on a particular date for the participants, then it is very necessary to have the start date and end date on it. So yeah, it is not mandatory, but if your methodology or the way you conduct the benchmark or assessments needs the live date and the offline date, then yes, it is necessary. Can same template be used for more than one service? And as I think I've already answered this, yes, it can be used for multiple service. Uh, so there is no reason why not. Why is my survey not visible to participants? So one of the reasons we have already discussed is if you have not selected a region, then the participants might not able to see your survey. The second reason would be like uh, if you have not marked this visible to survey users, so the survey won't go live and the participants won't able to see the survey even if you have selected a region. Okay, so that's the second reason. The third reason might be the end date that you have mentioned here might have already been passed. So the user or the participant might not see the survey because the deadline for that survey has already passed. So these are the three main reasons why a survey uh, won't be visible to a participant. Or even like just to add on that, there is also a possibility that you have done all the three of this, but the participant or the user who is kind of trying to answer the or respond to a survey is either not assigned a region, or it's not in the same region as the survey you have created. So it's a kind of a vice versa kind of a thing. So yes, these are the four main reasons why the survey might not be visible to the participants. The sixth question is, in the survey template, when do I have to click on Save Changes button? So if you might have observed in my previous video, when I was creating the template, there was a Save Changes button on the top. So just let me, so this is the Save Changes button. So it normally appears when you change or modify the structure of the template. So if you want to have this structure live, then you need to click on Save Changes, because if you do not click on Save Changes, the structural changes that you might have made to the template might not actually be visible to the users. So in case of any structural changes, it is necessary to click on Save Changes. Can I modify the template once a survey is created or the survey has started? So yes, you can, definitely you can, because there is no kind of a limitation by the system to kind of stop you from doing that, because there are always some exceptions, and there are situations where there is a need to change the survey when the survey is already live, and ProBench definitely supports doing that. So yes, and that is definitely doable. You can change the template once the survey is created or it has already started. Can I change the scores after the survey has started? The answer to that again is yes. You can modify the scores at any point in time during the cycle. And ProBench has a way where you can calculate the scores for all the companies who have already participated, and you can do it on a one click, and all the scores would be recalculated based on the modified scores that you have entered. The next is, would the system generate new scores after the participants have submitted the response? The answer is definitely yes. The system would generate new scores, and the way for doing that is when you go to manage surveys. Suppose you want to recalculate all the scores for this particular survey, then you need to click on this calculator icon, which calculates all the scores. So when we say all the scores, it would calculate all the scores for all the participants or companies participated or already participated. So I think I've tried to cover most of the frequently asked questions, but in future, if there are more questions, then I'll surely continue uh, this video and keep adding questions in there. Thank you so much for watching.